Don't ask me how, but I snapped the fucking crankshaft in this bitch. We're gonna get this motor pulled out and figure out what went wrong with it, I guess. But for now, we're just gonna start pulling the motor out. And then I'll tell you guys the story later. This whole joint shattered. I ain't shattered, the crank shattered, but this fucking...
So shit's wobbling.
Yeah, it ate up the whole timing cover and everything. Thing went bonkers.
Had some breakfast.
Yeah, but got the front end off. My new clean front end. Actually, I didn't show you guys the carbon unless you follow me on Instagram. I got carbon hood and fenders. The whole front end is carbon.
Yep. Fresh as fuck.
Yeah. It was clean.
It was fresh as fuck.
It was clean. The thing was perfect. The only thing I had to do was get the hood or the roof painted and fixed. But somebody was driving my car and forgot to latch it. The fucking hood flipped up. Thank God it didn't shatter the windshield or none of that, but it's all getting taken care of. Yeah, then I gotta get the hood fixed because my sunroof doesn't sit right. Doesn't close right. It got pretty fucked up, buckled and all that stuff. So, I gotta take it to a body guy, see if he can fix it. And then we'll go from there. If it can't be fixed, I'll be buying a chassis to put everything on. Because I can't have that. I'm in a different shirt. I took a fucking bath and some coolant. Damn, bitch. She's ready to come out now. I had the hood slammed down on my noggin. Bro, that John.
What?
That's even sketchier than how we had it before.
What?
The hood prop?
Hell yeah, I like to live dangerously.
Bitch. Live dangerous on your own dime. You're gonna have to hold this forward.
Yeah.
So we don't rip that regulator off. Just pull it from the front of the engine so you don't get your finger caught on it.
Nah, I'm trying to get paid.
You gonna pay yourself, bitch?
Yeah. Self-workers comp. Alright.
You fucking bitch.
Damn. You're missing the 90-degree tabs right here and right there. The only thing you ever had holding on was
the last person that took it off was you, bitch. Hold it up here. Just hold it over here. Or grab it.
No, because I'm trying to watch behind it.
Coolant dildo. Alright, you ready for me to tap it?
Hold on. I just want to make sure all this shit. No, I still got to unplug it.
Oh my goodness. Alright, we're gonna double check it. Everything's fucking undone.
Nah, I got it. Give me the wire cutters. I forgot to unplug the wire band down here.
I don't know where they went.
I don't know. Give me something to cut with. I was holding the wire to the harness. Because this is for the wire.
I'm about to throw a stock block in here and boost it. Just so I could drive it at around like 500 horsepower. That'll be fun. Well, it won't really be fun, but it'll be more fun than not having a car to drive at all. No.
What was that? Did you break it off?
No, it was the
just the bolt?
fucking...
It was just that bolt.
I know, but it fell all the way down in the goddamn... I was literally moving the harness to finger tighten it up so it doesn't fucking go anywhere and the bitch jumps out.
That ain't tugging on nothing? Just go inside? Here, take these two wires.
This hose. But the hose is staying on the front.
Take them 2 wires and just shove them underneath that cover. Now she ready.
Ready for a tap?
Yeah, tap the booty nice. Yeah. One more.
Now she my mistress. Get hit, don't get stressed. Make that my new model. I'm going full throttle. Got you, heard you, Tato. Young boy, that's muchacho. Papi flaco, got your eyes low. Uh-oh.
Bend any valves?
Oh. I think these valves are bad. Because you see the valve guide's cracked.
Oh yeah.
Unless the valve guide is just coincidentally cracked.
Maybe. Both of them.
5, 6. That whole bank's cracked. 1, 2, 3, 4. All of them are cracked. Time for some brass valve guides. That's crazy.
I wonder if my valves are bent. These are OEM valves.
I don't think they're bent. We didn't get anything thrown out of timing.
I bet this gear is funny. Matter of fact, I want to pull that off because this is where I was hearing the noise before I fucking blew that bitch up. Once everything came to a stop, shattered the fucking key. I'll put that rag. Blew this open. Scraped all that. Damn. There's one bent one. But that probably bent when the crank snapped. It snapped right there.
Damn, somebody did an alright job gluing this bitch on.
Yeah, I wonder who.
Some asshole.
The same dickhead that fucked the crank up.
Yeah, alright. That's alright. Sound like it. Maybe it?
I doubt it. I mean, there's enough tension on it. That thing's probably not wiggling around.
Yeah, but the problem is it's supposed to guide on it.
They ride it.
Yeah, I don't know if this is bent or well, hold on. You got a fucking chunk of aluminum in the chain here. I wonder if this could have gotten bent when all that shit fucking flew around.
Yeah, because it probably the chain probably stretched too when everything stopped. Not stretched, but had a lot of tension on it. So, the valve's twisted in there. That front one looks alright. See, every other rod looks fine.
Yeah, the oil pump got blown off the fucking block. Look at this
Yeah.
shit. It pulled the threads off the fucking M6 bolts, so they're all like loose.
Yeah, the whole thing blew apart.
It blew the fucking oil pump forward. It pulled the fucking threads out. Look at the fucking studs and all that shit. God
I'm
damn.
interested to see what the fucking gear looks like in that bitch.
And that bitch probably got driven into the fucking housing. All aluminum. Bolts are stretched to the fucking moon. Look at that thread right there. That one thread is fucking stretched. It just fucking pulled the bolts. Wow.
So far, we haven't really found a reason as to why the crank would go though.
Not anything legitimate.
Yeah. I forgot how good this camera looks. I recorded so fucking long. That whole fucking
There we go.
Oh yeah, it was all in there.
Yeah, the whole nose is like mushroomed out. It's probably out of round from when the balancer smacked the fucking timing cover. It just bent the whole nose up.
See little areas. So that's done. Look at this.
Oh, we didn't take that bank off. I bet you that one probably hit too. Because the front 2 cylinders is the one that separated from the rest of the front.
Damn, bitch.
No bent valves, but all the intake valve guys are fucking crap.
Yeah. So we're gonna change that to brass. I actually can't be too upset about this. It's not like it was a total loss. That one was loose. Probably
Yeah.
doesn't stretch the fucking bolts.
Well, push the fucking cap forward, and it probably it ovaled the dowel pins. You can see they're fucking oval. Yeah, look. If you look at it this way, you can see it like this.
Yeah.
This whole cap, this one, yeah, you can see where the fucking crank pushed on it. These two, because this is where it's split, is just completely fucked.
But my thrust bearings.
And then all the fucking bearings are fucked because of that. Like you can see where the crank went crooked in it, and it fucking chewed it up. You see that hard line like right in the middle because the fucking nose went and just like dug into that shit right here and just ate it all up.
How these rear ones look?
A little beat up from material and shit flown around. Nothing near as bad. But you can see how like I had to fight to get these ones off because the dowel pins kind of like press them in. Whereas this one, as soon as I loosen up the bolts, like it's pushed all the way down.
Yeah. The block, because the block will go before this main cap does.
The fucking block
I'm
probably
saying
is
the
good.
block probably just fucking. All fucked up. You're just a fucking little child. Well, I clicked third and it was like no noise. It's like I clicked third, let out, and it was just like all you heard was thoop, like thoop. It sounded like turbo surge, didn't it? It was like imagine if you had a turbo with no blow off valve where it's like that. It was literally like that, and fucking the car was just shut off. Edgar was like, "What the fuck was that?" It was like it just shut off. And we pull over to the side of the road, try to start it back up. It was just dead. You hit the starter, everything locks up.
Yeah, that's what it hit right there. The aluminum was being chipped away.
Damn, these are some strong bolts though. You could just see that it was hit. It didn't fucking warp it or none of that shit. We're going 625 rod bolts, head studs, main studs.
All I hear is cap.
Crank ran right through that big man girl.
Why don't you sponsor us a new one, Dynasty?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to talk to my boy Kyle. See if we can get the hook up. Final reveal.
Fucking thing snapped clean off.
Bro. What the fuck?
This shit must have been fractured or something.
What the fuck? Also raised the front of the car an inch. So it fucking hooked and went on wastegate, which I had a problem with before. That's why I really wasn't posting videos, because I was upset with the car not hooking, shit like that, whatever. The car hooked, so we turn it up 3 pounds. So we're at 18 PSI, and literally I hit 4th, and I was like, oh, it's hooking. Probably from 6,000 to 8, it just started spinning. So I no lifted 3rd, and then that's when it just shut off. It was like so much noise, and then none. She took some abuse though. If you go on my Instagram, maybe I'll post a few clips of me fucking, because I beat the fuck out of this thing.
My car is not hooking for shit, dog.
I got the rods out and the crank in 2 pieces. But these two This was on the left side. This was the one that actually, it's the crank split right here. As you can see, the rod is bent AF, and the wrist pin is bent too, because the thing is jammed up on that side. You can still slide it back and forth. Hold on. This one you can slide back and forth. This one, the bushing in the rod got mushed. You can see it sticking out like it's not over on here, but over on this side it's sticking out. And there's also a gouge in the bearing. But this one you can't slide left or right because it got mushed. And it looks like this one tapped a little bit. So I'm going on block number 3.
And a student.
And crankshaft number 4.
The student was the head.
Yeah, no. Oh, these heads have been the same since day one.
Them things seen a lot of abuse.
Yeah, they're the only thing that fucking stayed together too.
Yeah, I really don't know what the fuck.
I don't know either.
We must have just had a. Yeah. We must have just had a bad crank.
That's just my luck.
And it's just weird how it fucking busted on low boost. But that's always how it is. It always breaks when you're not doing anything or have it turned down or whatever. I mean,
Yeah, could you imagine if I was on E and fuck, it would have destroyed this block.
what's the difference? It is destroyed. You can't use it.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, true.
Microfracture or something. I don't know.
I feel like the machine shop would have found that.
I would think
Found
too,
other cranks.
because they found the crack on the other crank.
Yeah, exactly.
And if we were dealing with we were originally dealing with a cracked crank, if we were giving them a replacement, I would think they would test that one too.
They checked the line bore on this too, didn't they?
So what? They did line more because we got ARP. This is what it's filmed. Yeah, man, this shit crazy.
That's the bent rod. That one still slides side to side. Oh no, that's the
No, this is
the
a
mushroom.
fucking mushroom pushing pin. This pin's broken. It's 2 pieces. Look down in the center.
I saw I saw that in the middle.
It's shattered.
I saw that in the middle of it, but but once again, don't know if that happened when the fucking rod went or what.
I want to see if I can get this pin out. West with 2-piece wrist pins.
2-piece wrist pin.
Watch your elbows.
Back up. Just fly the fuck across the room. Put a hole in the drywall. There's no way you're getting that shit out.
Probably not without a press.
What you have. Stingy?
Just a little bit. She's a stinger. So this. Oh shit! It's turning.
Yeah, but the mushed fucking what's holding on it. Tapped out with a fucking socket. Nigga. Clamp it on there fucking this way.
It's gonna shoot right up. How are you gonna clamp it with the fucking rod in there? Well,
You fucking.
shut up. It's been a long day.
This
I mean,
nigga that built
you should
the motor.
you should be happy I don't know how to fucking clamp a piston in a vise. Holy shit.
There's where that fucking glitter came from. Wise Code 2-piece. The ride look like a bitch will come out.
Oh my fucking god.
Maybe that's what the noise was. You've never seen a VQ fail like this?
No, it's a first for everything, I guess.
It's crazy.
Yeah, because you can see that this fucking bushing is just tore the hell up, even in the center. That might have been what that fucking brass-looking shit in the metal was. Because none of the bearings are worn out on the brass. You know, we got a gouge in this one. You know, we got a gouge here. But even that, it's like you can't even catch it. You can't even catch it with your fingernail, and it's like it's almost as if this fucking rod was trying to be twisted because you can see how it's mushroomed out on more than one side than the other. When the rod bent, when the pin bent, it was like trying to twist the rod. What the fuck? And then this shit. Tell me we just snapped the fucking wrist pin?
Look, so the whole story behind these fucking wristbands. I found out that they were weak after I had my motor balanced, and it was at the fucking at the machine shop for 3 months or whatever it was. That's when I found out that the wrist pins were weak, and then I couldn't just upgrade them because it would have thrown all the balancing off. Inspector gadget ass motherfucker. What do you mean by reading the porcelain?
Understand, like.
Let me
So
see.
you look at the. Huh?
Well, I'll look at the next one.
Yeah.
You look at the what?
You look at the actual ceramic, and that kind of tells you what's going on inside of the engine. You know, regardless of what your air-fuel ratio sensor says or anything, the spark plug is the end-all be-all of how the engine is actually performing because it's directly out of what's going on inside of the engine. So. It does look like there's a little bit of like composites from probably a little bit of maybe some oil burning, but then again these plugs aren't the most accurate to try and read either because they've been in there since fucking day one. But ultimately what I'm looking for is any signs of detonation, which I don't really see anything, but again, not the most accurate because the problem is they got so many runs. They've got idle time. It's got cruising and drivability. So when you start pinging an engine, detonation comes up as like black specks, like pepper.
Yeah.
Because what you're doing is you're ultimately sandblasting the top of the piston. Now, over when you start getting into like heavier detonation or extended period of time detonation or anything like that, you start blasting away material. So then you'll start getting aluminum specks on the porcelain. So
Like as in cylinder wall?
no, the piston. It's not a very accurate read as far as like doing a hit and trying to make any tune adjustments on. But as far as like just trying to see if the engine was pinging its ass off or not, which I see nothing. It just the plug has just got a lot of runtime on it.
I don't even know how many miles I got on this build.
I don't know.
They're all hard though.
All hard miles. Yeah. Yeah, buddy.
So the revision, we're doing a fucking sleeve block, TKM hoops.
We're gonna start having some Houdini merch, and it's gonna be busted up VQ parts.
Yup.
That's who wants the nose of the fucking crank.
That's mine, for sure. For true.
True.
I should do a piston giveaway.
A piston giver? You got 6 of them.
I fucking 12 of them bitches. I got my NA ones at the crib. And that spun bearing. I got the piston that spun.
Now you're gonna use the wrist pin that's busted to open up the boxes.
Yeah. Somebody leave a comment. I'll ship you this.
Yeah, look at the fucking
Bitch.
I like how this shit's gallered up there.
You wouldn't run that gear?
Hmm?
I said you wouldn't run that gear?
What do you mean?
You wouldn't put that gear in your car.
This one?
That one that's in your hand.
Hell no, it's fucked up.
That bitch looked fine to my eye. It's only like $300.
Yeah, because that $300 gear is worth.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's worth it just to fucking buy another one. Hang that one up too. The fucking whole garage is decorated with a VQ graveyard.
Your Honda's decorated with a VQ graveyard.
I got fucking bearing. I don't give a fuck about my daily. I sold my Mercedes and then I bought this Honda that I've just been driving around. But I had my old block sitting in the back seat of that bitch for like 6 months. If I ever rear-ended someone, I was dead. It was literally sitting right behind me. Like that joint would have came. Boom! Straight through. Dude, the windshield probably would have killed whoever I fucking rear-ended. I'd have been behind bars right now.
Right, meanwhile, I gotta deal with your busted ass motor.
Huh?
So meanwhile, I gotta deal with your busted ass motor.
Fuck, I'm gonna have you build it now and come out 25 years later and fucking drive that bitch?
Right, I'd fucking part it out for you. And then keep the money.
I'll put some money on my books. Damn, dog, the VQ is torn down again. I need some 2600 IDs, ID 26s. You got them in stock. We about to make 1100.
This dude, such a capper.
Let's make 13. You think the sleeves will blow out at 1300?
What, dart and dry sleeves?
Yeah.
I don't think so. The problem is the block. We're just gonna twist the fucking block. That's all it is.
Let's concrete that motherfucker.
Fuck it, who needs coolant?
Not me. I don't need a thermostat. I don't need fucking coolant. I was talking about Jay-Z swapping it. Edgar said no. But there's not a lot of high horsepower VQs. You see a fucking high horsepower Jay-Z every day. There's one right here.
Yeah, this is a good crank too. All 1111.
Damn! What does that mean? You just saying look
That all the journals were the same size. So Nissan, when they manufacture these, they grade the journals. So I believe like 1 is the smallest, or 0 is the smallest, and 3 is like the biggest, and the variation is like super small. So like Nissan's standard size bearing, their standard size is still have multiple thicknesses. That way, so for instance, if you got like a number 1 crank and then like a number 2 rod, then you'll use like a gray bearing or a black bearing, whatever. That way the oil clearance on everything is the same from bearing surface to bearing. So for instance, all the rod journals were the same size. So they're all number 1.
What's the YSKL?
I'm not sure on that one.
I was only on pump gas, 18 pounds. I made 704, 20 pounds on straight pump. I was at like E10 or E15 just then. 18 pounds. I'm probably making 680.
Somewhere around there. I didn't throw that extra 2 degrees in there that one time.
Bitch, that's why my shit blew. I probably would have cracked 8 on the fucking,
On the P-hub.
on that one. Damn, dog.
We were gonna put it on there too.
You just had to be busy.
It's probably better that it didn't pop in the van.
for you. I just said, nah,
On the house.
on the house.
On his house.
This one gonna be on the house too. I'm gonna be recording a new build, I guess, once I figure out what the fuck we're doing. Only thing I can keep from the bottom end is the billet girdle.
We can keep the old thing, right? That should busted too.
Nah.
What's that busted in?
I don't think so. Could have sworn I was fine. I want to get all new shit, a whole new block. The only thing I'm keeping is these heads. Everything else got bad juju on them.
You can buy the business getting bad.
Yeah, they're like, oh, let me stay together so this dickhead puts them on the next block and then fuck that one too.
The fucking heads are probably sitting there laughing at you. We tore up another block.
We did it to him again.
Got him.
I should get some ported heads.
Who's going to port them? Who did, what's his name, have CNC port them?
I don't know. Let me call that motherfucker. So I don't know what the plans are gonna be with the car now. Yeah, I don't know. Because I really want Jay-Z swap it. But that might not be feasible. That might not be feasible though. So I don't know what we'll end up doing yet. But it's definitely not the end of it, obviously. And I promise when I get this next built motor and get it running again, that I'll fucking drive the bitch and record and post a video of it before it blows. So we're back to square one with this. We're gonna figure out a parts list. The good thing is, I obviously don't have to start from fucking zero because I have a lot of shit. My turbo's fine. I'm gonna actually send that out back to comp, and they make a 6875. This is a 6871, so it'll be a couple $100 more to get that back wheel increased, which might make a little bit of a difference in horsepower. That one is rated for like this. So this one is technically rated for 1100 horsepower. The other one's rated for 1150. So if this turbo got choked out though on a dyno. I'm pretty sure I posted a video of that. But if I get another 4 millimeters on the exhaust wheel, it might make a little bit of a difference. Actually crack 8. I could probably crack 8 with this turbo by itself on the Pro Hub because it won't be spinning. Because they rate this bitch for 1100 horsepower.
Yeah. But you do got a large displacement engine.
Yeah, I forgot they rate that shit on like Hondas.
No, well, they usually rate, like if you look at gear turbos, it's usually rated across engine displacement size. Now,
yeah, because I think this, it says 2.0 to like 6 liter or something like that.
yeah, but the problem is like, it all depends on the efficiency range of the turbo. So for instance, like these engines, you know, it's fairly a small turbo for this engine. You got 3.5 liters of displacement.
And they flow.
You know, they do flow pretty well. So back pressure tends to become an issue. You know, it consumes everything that the turbo throws at it, and then back pressure is going to become an issue.
Yeah. So, I mean, that 75 wheel, we might see extra fucking 30 horsepower, maybe even more than that.
Yeah.
Well, actually, we won't know because we're changing compression and everything.
Yeah. So we'd be combating the larger exhaust wheel and turbine housing with higher compression to help spool it. So even if all around, you know, it's spooled up, let's say the same as this, then it's a win-win because it's going to make more power all around.
How comfortable are you pushing the stock VQ block with sleeves in?
Just a stock block?
Like if we were to build this car, if we did hoops and all that shit.
I don't know.
This turbo kit will probably this turbo.
What I would do.
Like what would you stop at if we were on a dyno and it just kept fucking making power?
I would probably start to limit how aggressive the torque comes on, because that's what's gonna give you, you know, longevity in the motor. So like trying to get, you know, you of course want the boost to come on as soon as and as fast as possible, so the car's responsive. But at the same time, you don't want to light it on so hard and then have the engine produce a shit ton of torque, and then start fucking shit up, because ultimately torque is what screws things up. So like in your scenario, yeah, it might have made 780 wheel, but the bitch was making fucking 780 torque along with it, damn near. So you're making the torque of what we would expect something like 1,000 horsepower VQ to make, except we didn't have enough turbo to keep it going. But yeah, I mean, torque management is probably what's gonna have these things last, because
That's just ramping the boost and going.
well, ramping in the boost and ramping in the timing, being easy on the timing at peak torque, and then being easy on the boost, rather than having it light on full boost right off the hit, you can have it light on some and then gradually taper it up as the RPMs go up.
Yeah, I think this thing would have been a fucking killer if I got it to hook. All I did was just I built
Spin,
a
I mean,
fucking
it built a fucking, it built a lot of torque, and it just
Yeah.
spun.
I built a 120 mile an hour burnout machine.
Yeah.
But we'll see how big of a difference that 75 exhaust wheel makes. But I wonder what the turnaround time is on that.
Oh, with the turbo?
Yeah.
Maybe a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, what, Cali?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna do the ATI damping to this car.
Yeah. Fuck that
Chilling.
fluid amber.
I mean, they're not a bad dampener. They're affordable, but yeah, this one seems.
The only reason we got that one is because
I mean, you already had it.
no,
Yeah, you did.
we ordered a new one because did I?
This was already on the car.
Maybe I did.
Yeah, you already had this. We didn't.
Yeah, I think ATI was back ordered.
That would make sense. We didn't hardly replace shit in the motor except the cams and the springs.
Yeah.
I mean, and then the block and the crank. But like, as far as like actually replacing any of the aftermarket shit.
Yeah. Then I started changing the cold side. The only thing left from before is the hot side, which limited.
I think we changed the headers because we got rid of the eBay Jones.
Yeah, headers. Yeah, we're gonna change a couple things. Like, I need AC.
Here we go. Maybe instead of this fucking heat wrap, we can have it coated. That we don't have to deal with this fucking shit flaking off. And I mean, it's not like this was the greatest heat wrap job in the world from you know who, but
That's just to hide the welds. I should just sell a kit. Keep my cold side, my new cold side. So
what? Just from the intercooler to the throttle body?
yeah, and then just get it all remade.
Who's gonna do that?
Well, the cold side, I can keep the whole cold side.
Now that the turbo's not gonna be in the same spot.
Oh yeah, fuck. That 190 has to get remade anyway,
What? Oh, right off the turbo? Yeah.
because it blew the fuck off. Yeah. That 90 blew off, smashed the fucking ground. When I was
Put a
on the
big
line.
brand new fucking pipe.
Yeah. Then we bead rolled it with some crimpers, and that bitch held 780.
I couldn't even get the bitch off even with the clamp loose.
I know, yeah. I could probably do a pull up on that bitch. But yeah, she'll be back in 6 years.